Hello everyone, Sheik here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Studio Series Rise of the Beast, Predacon or Terracon or whatever you want to call him, Double Punch. I wasn't originally going to get this guy, but I decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and check him out. Double Punch is an interesting character. Pretty much just a mindless drone from, I think, Unicron. I'm not that Scourge used in his army, but they decided to give him a name because obviously you're not just going to say, I don't know, Terracon drone number whatever, but I think it's a pretty cool design. The tail can be placed here in robot mode as well if you just want to have him not parts form at all, but it's not really even parts form because there's so many characters that turn to beasts that have a weapon that becomes a tail or something. But this can be held in the hand if you want, or actually never mind, it can't be held in the hand. The hands aren't shaped that way, but you can, as at the beginning of the video, can plug it into his forearm once it's been flipped in, and then he has like a flail stinger arm, which I guess can unhinge. That's the first time that that's actually popped off, but all the more reason for them to use a pin here and here. Why not just have one extra pin right there? And that would have been really nice. But anyway, but then you can give him a stinger flail, which is actually really cool. The detail, he has the same focus on here. Yeah, the detail is his head is the same for Scorpion mode, sort of like the 2007 movie Scorponok, which I would actually like to see a Studio Series version of, although you never had an official robot mode in the movie, but I did like the original toy. It'd be cool to see them revisit that character. Anyway, going down there, he has gold on the torso with red detail. Looks kind of weathered, and he just looks, well, very bug-like. He does have a Predacon symbol, although they weren't really called Predacons. I think they're called Terracons in this one. It's like the Maximals Autobots versus Scourge and the Terracons or something along those lines. But yeah, his head is on a ball joint. You can look up and down quite a bit. Has a little bit of side-to-side motion, but not much. You can rotate up like that. I mean, you can't sort of do a full 360, but it is just a really wonky joint there. The shoulders can go out that far, so not terribly far. Can do a full 360, but it might catch on his scorpion legs. It would have been nice if this was also on a ball joint, like right here maybe, so you can rotate the legs down, but I guess you can bend them back further like that if you wanted to, but then it just looks really bad in my opinion. But then you get a full 360 that way without getting in the way. You get bicep rotation, over 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist is on a ball joint, so you can get a full 360 and bend like that. So there is quite a bit of posability there with the arms, but that's mainly just so that you can get it like that for either flail arm or scorpion mode. He does have a waist rotation on a mushroom peg, but it doesn't rotate in here, just right in there, so it is a little wonky, sort of like the knee swivel versus thigh swivel, which he actually also has the knee swivel, or at least above the knee swivels, but he also has ball joints here, but they don't really rotate that much. Legs can go forward that far, back about that far. He can do the full splits, over 90-degree bend at the knee. He does have ankle tiltage of a sort, because the way the back here is shaped, you can still get quite a bit of ankle tiltage with the rotation of that ball joint, and then you can bend it like that. So that's about it for that. So let's get him into Scorpion mode. here we have him in his Scorpion mode. Double punch looks pretty cool. Although it's a pretty straightforward transformation. Although I will admit the robot mode legs look a little bit odd, especially with the extra big feet in the back. And then also you can't really do much with these legs up here, but you can have him menacingly scuttle around the ground, I guess, and have his like spinning blade claw hands, which does remind me a little bit of Scorponok from the 2007, except instead of the, I don't know, blender-like blades, it's just a little spinning fan saw blade thing. And then, of course, Wicked Claws right here on either side. And then, like I said, same head. And then you get a little bit of the side-to-side motion. And you can rotate it a little bit. But most of it is just looking straight ahead. But yeah, it does look pretty menacing. And it works well, in my opinion, for a menacing bug or Aracnid Scorpion mode, and for a menacing robot mode. So I think that's pretty cool. Now for articulation, the legs are pretty similar to, the back legs are pretty similar to robot mode. The tail, I suppose you could rotate it out just a little bit, but not much. And then you can maybe make him, like, you can make him strike a little bit, but more than likely you can't really swing out to strike anything else, so you can just only really do is hit himself on the back. Yeah, that's about it. Studio Series Rise of the Beast Double Punch is a pretty cool figure. If you really like the mechanical bug-like ones, I highly recommend him. I was unsure of him at first, but I think he's grown on me a little bit. And so that's about it. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.